Hey guys, Event Horizon here. Today we've got our hands on the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip in the Mystic Bronze variant. I've got a ring key case on here just to protect it a little bit. It has a matte finish on it. Let me take it off real quick so you can see what the phone looks like underneath. So this is what it looks like. It does attract a little bit of fingerprints. It's definitely not as bad as the traditional glossy Samsung backs where they get a lot of fingerprints on it. So this isn't too bad. The case has, oops, my bad. The case has a little bit of an adhesive on here, so it actually stays on the phone whenever you have it on there. This is going to be the infamous hinge that actually works much better than it did in the first Galaxy Fold. So you could tell Samsung put some effort into making this hinge much stronger than it was before. As far as opening the phone, you can open it with one hand, but it is a little bit harder than the old fashioned flip phones if you've ever had one. So you can just swing it open like that and it works perfectly fine. Just like that, you can open it and close it, but it does take a little bit of manhandling for me personally to open the phone with one hand. So right here, we've got our external display right here. Super small. Definitely wish they would have taken the Motorola Razr approach and given us this whole little screen right here where we could interact with the phone and stuff like that. So if I press my power button right here, it'll pop up with the time, the date. I can slide over here and it's telling me that I'm playing music on Spotify, which I was. And then if you slide over this way, you can change the songs with the next, the pause, the back button. You've got your flash right here. You've got your camera. It does use Type-C. Only one speaker, so I was hoping with only one speaker, and there's like four sides on here. They could have thrown an aux cord on there. Samsung's claims of not having enough space for it on the phone definitely seem questionable, but it's been gone for like 4 years, so I guess it's never coming back, so we should just accept it. So we've got our volume rocker right here, our lock button, which is also our fingerprint scanner right here. If you press on it, it'll unlock it even if the screen is locked. This phone does have always on display if I can get it to show on without using my Face ID. The Face ID is very responsive on here. So yeah, it does come with a pre-installed screen protector. I don't know if you can quite tell that it's on there. And this screen protector is filthy. It attracts fingerprints like crazy. I have been using the phone for about a week, but it just looks so dirty for such a premier item. And I'm scared to take the screen protector off because, I mean, then the screen's gonna be unprotected. You know, it's supposed to be this infamous ultra thin glass, but it's also infamous for being super sensitive. So if you get this phone, be expecting to baby the phone, because it's not it's not waterproof, it's not dust resistant, it's not as fragile as it has a reputation for, but it does scratch easy. I don't have any scratches on mine quite yet. I'm lucky so far, but like I said, I've been going out of my way to baby this phone more so than I would with a normal smartphone. I mean, because I had the Note 20 Ultra, I was like careful because I'm like, yeah, it's a $1,300 phone. But like with this phone, I have to be conscious of the phone all day, every day. The other day we got heavy downpour and I was so scared for my phone. I was worried that it would get damaged. So yeah, be careful with this phone while you have it. Another thing about this phone is it doesn't have the 120 refresh rate. 120 hertz refresh rate that the Note 20 Ultra have and the S20 Ultra have, so you're going to be losing out on that. It doesn't have an SD card, so it's non-expandable, but it does come with 256 gigabytes of storage on here, so that's going to be enough for most people. Me personally, I think 128 gigabytes is the perfect amount of space for me. 64 is a little too small, 256 is too much personally, but this is a perfect one if you're not planning on expanding or throwing the SD card in there. It is sad to see Samsung moving away from providing an SD slot. I feel like it's not a lot of work to do that, and it shouldn't be sold as a premier feature such as the Ultra variant where they added in there. Seems like they're kind of compensating for their lack of other features on the phone. So yeah, the camera's pretty good. It does have this feature right here. Let me pop it open right here. So if you open your camera and you flip the camera around, and you press this right here, it does have this little feature right here where if you're taking a picture, you can see what's going on the other side. So I don't ever take pictures with the outside camera. So that's not, I mean, I rarely do it. And if I am, I'm on this side of the camera. So having that show up right there isn't very useful. Like I said, it's pretty cool. I did see that the Fold 2 on one of its screens, when you open it, you can see you have a whole screen side of what's showing up on that camera. And that's actually definitely more useful. So it's definitely more than a gimmick, but the split screen feature that Samsung is always touting, I mean, it only works on like four apps. I mean, you can multitask, but you can multitask on any phone. And like, I feel like holding this phone like this, it's not the most comfortable. It's like an old-fashioned Game Boy, but that's not what I want in my smartphone. So on the Z Flip, I'd have to say it's a great product, especially as far as buildable, but it compromises on a lot of technology that comes with other flagships of this price. This is Samsung's most expensive phone, minus the Fold series, and it lacks the expensive features that make getting a Samsung of this price range worth it. So in my opinion, I would hold off on this, and if you wanted to get a foldable phone, I would recommend, if you can afford it, I would recommend getting the Fold 2 because it looks much better than this is. If I'm able to get my hands on it, I'll definitely do a review for you guys on that one. But yeah, once again, this is the Mystic Bronze variant for the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. Oh yeah, this variant does have 5G, whereas the original Z Flip, it did not have 5G. So, and then they revamped a couple features. The hinge is better, like I said. But yeah, it is 5G compatible. Where I live, 5G isn't really a big thing, but it does show 5G on here if I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. Let me see. It will show 5G. We have low band 5G where I live, so there you go. It does say 5G right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's going to be the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip Event Horizon here. Before you guys go, feel free to comment down below if you have any questions about the device. If you have any opinions, feel free to let me know. I'd be glad to discuss them with you down below. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want any other tech videos, I'll be filling the channel with more of these in the future on whatever I can get my hands on. So like I said, catch you guys later. Event Horizon.